Yeah. All right. Tonight was her first time. And it was, I mean, I was nervous.
Shannon.
But, I hit the play button and I thought, all right, we're going to do what we're going to do. This is going to happen. I was so glad to be there to witness your first time.
Such a dork.
She had never seen Nightmare on Elm Street. She had lied to me when we got together and said she had seen Nightmare on Elm Street.
I thought I had.
Probably so that she wouldn't have to watch it with me.
No, I thought I had.
And it was fine. Because it's like, all right, so she's seen it. And then I realized she hadn't when I asked some really basic stuff. So, how did you feel about Nightmare on Elm Street? The original movie from Wes Craven, 1984. Not that piece of crap.
Kind of vague.
Did you enjoy it?
It was okay.
Scale of 1 to 10?
I'm not really a horror movie person.
It's a 9.5. A 9.5 is the right answer.
Oh, okay. Apparently 9.5 then.
What would you give it?
I maybe a 7.
Okay. Was the gore too much?
I didn't like the gore. It wasn't too bad though.
I mean, there's the part where she's on the ceiling.
Because a lot of it's just unrealistic.
Like when she's on the ceiling.
That part, yeah, I didn't like that.
The only thing that always threw me off in the Elm Street movies was how parents think they're all suicides. Yeah, they blame them all as suicides. I'm not sure how Glenn's death in the first movie could be a suicide. That he liquefied himself inside his own bed.
Right.
There was a lot of blood.
Clearly.
No human has that much blood in them.
No.
So.
No, I had thought that when it was going through.
The best line in the movie is still, you don't need a stretcher, you need a mop. Where's the coroner? He's been puking in there since he saw it. Which reminds me of that Tommy Boy line.
Yeah, that's exactly
New guy's in the corner puking his guts out. Blah, blah.
That was
because he wanted to save a couple of pennies.
Exactly what I thought of. When it said that, I instantly thought Tommy Boy.
Which cultural things did you realize tonight?
Cultural?
Pointed back. This movie has cultural impact to it. Like, it's iconic.
Like, what parts did I recognize even though I'd never seen the movie?
Yes.
Well, like I told you, before we watched the movie, I already knew who the bad guy was. Like, I knew what he looked like in his little finger thingies. That's...
The glove.
Yes.
We horror fanatics refer to it as the glove.
Okay. Glove, finger thingies, whatever. And I knew the whole scraping against the wall thing. And I had heard the don't go to sleep.
Okay. Had you heard the nursery rhyme before you met me, though?
No.
See, and in the movie, the nursery rhyme shows up, I think, 3 different times.
Yeah.
But it's... I think the only reason it gets a 9.5 for me out of 10 instead of 10, and it's something she wouldn't have picked up on, I don't think, because it was her first time watching it, is that Nancy pulls Freddy out of a dream. Spoiler alert. If you haven't seen it in 33 years, you're her. She's the last person who hasn't seen it. She's it. There's nobody else who hasn't seen it. If you pull Freddy out of a dream, he's in reality. She lights him on fire. Apparently, Freddy, who burned to death originally, is immune to fire because he just walks while he's on fire up 2 sets of stairs, kills her mom, and then disappears into the bed before he rises out of it. And then Nancy says, "I take it all back from you." And I'm like, wait.
That part was silly.
Is it real or is it a dream? Because this scene is doing both. Are all the cops asleep too? Is her dad asleep? So that's the one part of the movie that distracts it from being a 10. My favorite Elm Street movies are still Wes Craven's New Nightmare, Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors, because Dream Warriors is awesome. Dawkins amazing. She will disagree. And the original for me is my 3rd favorite. And I know that'll upset a lot of fans, but it is what it is. So the other thing is, I told her we would watch part 3. And what did you say when I said part 3?
What happened to part 2?
So I answered with, part 2 is the gay one. She doesn't believe me that Nightmare on Elm Street 2 is the gay movie.
I don't know how a horror movie could be gay.
Oh.
It doesn't make sense.
So here's what we're going to do. I will sit down and watch part 2 with her. We don't have kids for the next couple of weeks, so I'm going to sit down and watch part 2 with her. and we'll do this again after we watch part 2. And she will understand why it's the gay one.
I don't know that I will, because
she will understand, and anybody
I've never
watching
heard
this,
you call anything gay either, so that's why it just sounds.
I'm not
so
saying
weird.
it as an insult. It is the gay Elm Street movie. I'm not saying it like it. I'm not using
I know,
some
you wouldn't do
some
that.
slur. It is
You
the
don't
gay
talk
one.
like that.
It's the gay one.
That's why I think it sounds so weird.
It's the gay one. So, Elm Street 2. I'll get through it. I'll do it. I'll get through all of the really, really gay moments. And I mean, it makes Top Gun look perfectly hetero. And I'm trying to explain this to her. And I mean, Top Gun's, there's a lot of towel fapping and boys patting each other on the butt in that one too.
It's like football.
After the topless volleyball.
Football. It's like football.
No, they play volleyball though in
know.
Top Gun topless.
I've watched it.
And they're all like celebrating together and high-fiving and all shirtless, and there's no girls to be found anywhere. Really weird. I can't say I've ever been with a bunch of shirtless guys saying we need to play volleyball. But Freddy's Revenge, Elm Street 2, way gayer. It is so it's gay and a half. So she doesn't know that. People who watch this video will know what I'm talking about. Go ahead and leave your LOLs in the comment section below. Hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. And I just felt that in the midst of all the seriousness that's going on and the stuff that's happening with videos on YouTube that may contain controversial subjects, I just watched Elm Street. And we also watched American Vandal tonight, but that's for another video. And I'll talk to you again soon.